Hi, today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on using some hair extensions. These are getting more and more popular and easily available to buy. They're really cheap, really easy to use, and I do find that they last all day. So even though my hair is growing really long compared to last year when it was in a bob, it's sometimes nice to get a little bit more of a length, probably down to here, and the hair extensions also help to give lots of volume. So I got mine from Sally's Hair and Beauty Supplies, and I think they're about £40. It is real human hair, obviously in jet black, so it's a perfect match for my hair. You get loads of different sizes in terms of how many clips are across the top. So there's like 3 clips for the back. You get about 5 of those. You get 2 that have got 2 clips for the sides, and then you get 4 single ones, which are quite good at the front. And if I maybe wanted to change my fringe to be sort of longer and to the side, I'd add them all to there. So you've got loads of different sizes, which helps to get a really natural effect. So it's really easy to do. Lots of people spend a lot of time sort of back combing their hair and prepping it, but I don't. I find that you don't really need to go to that much effort, especially if it's just for like a day. So I've just blow dried my hair, and then you just sort of brush it through, and you want to get sections. So you start with you just want a really sort of thin layer at the bottom, enough for a 3 clip to go across though. So you're grabbing the majority of your hair, and I just twist it up, get a simple hair clip and clip it back, if you can see that. So it's a really thin layer. And all I do is I find where the parting is, if you like, that you've just created. Okay, so you then get the hair piece and you feel where the middle is, which is going to be underneath the clip. Make sure these are open. And then I kind of go in, up and down, and then clip it in. And you can tell whether it feels tight enough when you've done it. And if any feel loose during the day, it's really easy to just sort of put your fingers in and clip them in a little bit better. So that's your first layer. So my natural hair's to there, so it gives quite a good sort of extra 5 inches. So I'd spend a lot of the time doing the bottom rows to make sure you get a full effect. So I'm just tying this up again, and again I've got a really thin layer. So this is my natural hair here, and the extensions are underneath. So my extensions have got a little bit of a kink to them, which I like because it kind of looks more natural than dead straight. So I'm just going to do exactly the same as I did before. So I kind of go up and in, and that sort of gets away from the fact that you need to back comb, because I really can't do that anyway. If you find that they're not gripping, like because my hair's quite sort of silky at the moment, dry shampoo's a really good option. See, that one was slipping out, so I've just undone it, and I'm going to go back in underneath and clip. So if you give them a tug, you'll know if you feel secure enough, and they do. So already it's starting to look a little bit fuller and a little bit more natural. Obviously that's my natural hair, and you can see the difference. It's not too obvious, not too long. So I'm just going to keep building this up, concentrating on the back first of all. So to find your next section, I sort of feel where the clips currently are. Okay, so that one feels a bit loose, so I'm just going to quickly undo it and clip it in again. So you feel where the clips are, and then you just go in sort of like a centimetre above it. I'm just sort of making sure that none of my natural hair stuck to the clips. Just drop my clip. So again, this is like the final one for the back section. So I can feel my clips are there and my parting's there. So it's just like a couple of centimetres in between them all really. And then you clip in. They're really easy to use, and they do stay tight. Like that feels really secure. I'm really pulling on it and it doesn't come down. When I've done those, I sort of grab it as it's a ponytail and just start to comb through. It's always worth, even though they are secure, just grabbing them sort of there. Okay, so I'll let you see the back. Hopefully you can see that. I'm now going to start doing the sides. So I want to go about here and pin that back. And then I've got one of these that's 2. And I want to go around here so I can feel that one clip's there. So I'm going to go there and there with it. And I'm going to go into the parting and clip it in, up and down and clip in. Like, can you see that's not like I'm pulling with all my might, watch, and it isn't going anywhere. Then I want to do the same at the other side. Just get my fringe out of the way. Just make sure you can see that there's a bit of a parting. So that's the last clip, so these are going to be quite close together, which is fine. Can you see? Go in and clip. There you go, that feels fine. Okay, so it's starting to feel really, really thick now and really like natural. It will be once I've finished anyway. Okay, then this is my top layer of natural hair. Can you see that? And now I just want to make it look a little bit more natural. So I've got 4 lots of the single ones that I'm just going to add where I think needs it really. So I'm kind of like looking and I think one needs to go about there. Tuck it in, clip it down, and then just get your hair and lay it over it. Okay, I'll do another one at that side as well, I think. About there. Like, you don't, like, I've seen some tutorials and people have gone to like loads of effort of separating their hair and back combing, and I really don't think it needs it. Like, they're so easy to use. I'm going to keep my fringe short because I kind of like that look at the moment. And I'm just going to sort of feel where I think I need some more. So, obviously I'll style it a little bit. But I'm just trying to feel where I'll need one. I have got one of the 3s left, so what I think I'm going to do is, rather than going round with loads of these little ones, which are fine for the front here, I'm going to do one at the crown, because that kind of covers off all areas, if you like. Okay, so this one's looking a little bit all over the place. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to feel where they are, and they end about there. So I haven't got much to play with really. I'm just going to, you always want to make sure you've got enough hair at the top to cover the extensions. Like, even though mine are jet black and my hair's jet black and it blends really well, it just kind of makes you feel more confident if you know that they're getting covered up. So I'm just going to put one in the middle here, one in there. So I'll just get close and you can see I'll go in and down and clip it in. So I've got it at an angle, that's how they are straight. I lift it up to go in and sort of hook it in, if you understand what I mean there. Okay. So that's it. So it's taken about 8-9 minutes to do the whole thing, but I have been explaining and I do normally do it quicker myself. And then it's just a matter of brushing your hair and seeing how you feel with them, and then you can style them with straighteners, curlers, whichever you feel. They always give you sort of too many in the pack, which is better than having less. It is quite good to use them up, so I'm just going to see how it looks. And I'm probably going to add, like, my very, very front bits here. It's probably worth just extending into that because and they don't look so sharp. So I'm just going to go in here and clip that in there. That feels a bit loose. That's better. Cool. So that's it. But that's like not styled or anything. It doesn't like feel unnatural. I'll stop this video now because it'll probably go on for a while, and I'll do another really quick one to style it, then you can see how it looks at the end, okay?